So welcome guys back to another video in the channel. Today we'll be doing the Arsenal versus Leicester City match preview, and who else but LF Football, also known as NANDEZ, who's just changed his name. Trying to get hold of him. Finally I've got a hold of him, and we're going to be doing a match preview with him for Arsenal versus Leicester. Again, a big game because Arsenal on a run of form, 4 games, and we've pretty much got 3 clean sheets out of those 4 games, and 3 of them away from home. So Arsenal do look in contention for a European position, and with Man United and Chelsea running away with it, maybe Arsenal can chase Leicester down. I'm not sure what Nandez has his thoughts on that.
I don't think that's going to happen
Give me a reason.
because after that loss against Leicester City on Tuesday, your momentum will then go down and you'll start losing again.
Look, we are in the better run of form. We've played some tough games. People were saying, you've played Norwich and you're playing a bad Sheffield United team, but Wolves beating Wolves very comfortably. Wolves have been very good this season, and you can't underestimate them. So we could have a shout against you, to be fair.
I think, yeah, it's a possibility, but just looking at Leicester now, obviously Jamie Vardy got the 101 goals. The momentum is going to keep us going. I do think it's going to be a huge game. This game is probably going to be top 4 kind of changing game.
Yeah, I see. So just looking at the league table now, Chelsea, obviously they lost to West Ham, so they couldn't leapfrog you guys, which is very good in your favour. And obviously they beat Watford the other day, so that leaves you 1 point above Chelsea in a very tight position because Man United are only 3 points away from you, and obviously Wolves lost as well, so they're 3 points behind United, and 3 points behind Wolves is us in seventh on 49 points. And we are only, to be fair, 9 points away from Leicester. So if we do beat Leicester on Tuesday, we'll only be 6 points behind them. And Leicester do have to play the likes of Manchester United. So, that fifth position for Arsenal could look like a real possibility. I'm just going to look at Leicester's fixtures. Obviously, they got Arsenal, they got Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and then Leicester's last 2 games are against Tottenham and United. So that's a possibility. That's somewhere where Arsenal can leapfrog them, especially when you look at Arsenal's last 2 games when Leicester are playing Tottenham and who else? Tottenham and United. Arsenal will play, Aston Villa and Watford. So Arsenal, they could catch Leicester, but I'm not sure what you think on that.
I think right now we should, it's a possibility. But looking at Chelsea's, their last 2 games, bigger games than ours, is Liverpool and Wolves. So I'm not too scared about them. But for Arsenal, it's a possibility. I just hope we can get the 3 points against you guys. And if we do get it, I do think we are going to be looking at Champions League. I'm fairly confident us getting Champions League if we do beat you guys. There's a possibility. It's 8:15. It's at the Emirates. We don't have the best form at the Emirates, but hopefully we can get the 3 points. And Arsenal, they probably could leapfrog us after that. But yeah.
I think if, looking at Chelsea United's form, I think Arsenal will be looking at that saying we can't catch those guys. But looking at your form, even before the Corona thing, you guys' form were looking bad. And even though you had bad form before this 3 month lockdown period, you guys were looking like you had Champions League secured. And now you've just only got 1 win since the restart. And it is looking like it's really under threat. And for you guys getting 3 points in 3 points from Arsenal would be big for you guys, but I think for us, I think we'll be favourites going into this game. I'm not sure if you think we're favourites, but I think we will be, especially with our form at the Emirates against you guys. And I think Arteta's got this team very defensive, so I think the way we handled Adama Traore the other day, we really secured him. I think we'll do the same with Jamie Vardy, and I think because we have that back three, I think we'll be able to contain him. I'm not sure what you think.
I think with Leicester's team, you got Wilfred and Ndidi. He's going to be causing a few problems to you.
We'll go into the predicted lineups a bit. I just wanna looking at Vardy against the back three.
Vardy against the back three. Highly doubt it's just going to be Vardy. I think it's going to be Iheanacho as well. But going against that back three, you're going against David Luiz. I'm guessing you're going to say Mustafi. I think they've made a lot of mistakes. Going against a pacey player like Vardy, if you make those kind of mistakes, we saw it in that Crystal Palace game. both goals they were caused by quite big mistakes from Saka. And yeah, if you guys make mistakes like David Luiz has done before, same for Mustafi, there's going to be a huge threat coming from Leicester. And yeah, you guys might just let him go.
Yeah, so looking at the way you're speaking, you might want to go with, because it's a back three for Arsenal, you might want to go with Iheanacho and Vardy, but we are going to get straight into the predicted lineups for the two sides. We're going to start off with the formations. I think I'm going to go with the 3-4-3 because that's what's working for us in the last few games. Uh, NANDEZ can tell us his formation for the Leicester predicted lineup.
Okay, so this formation isn't normally used quite a lot, but I'm gonna go for I think it is a 3-1-4-2.
Okay, quite interesting there. And so we're going to start off in goal. First of all, I'm going to go with Emi Martinez. I think Emi Martinez has been very exceptional, and I don't think we've missed Leno because some of the saves he's made against Wolves, some of the things he has done, putting his body on the line, has been very, very good. And we're not missing Leno, and that's speaking volumes because Leno's been one of the players of our season. What do you think about that?
I think obviously Martinez he's common for Leno. Leno's a world class keeper. And yeah, he's got big shoes to fill. Now, yeah, he sometimes should be making those saves, but he has made quite good saves.
Three clean
Yeah,
sheets.
he's 3 clean sheets is pretty good for a goalkeeper, and he's probably trying to show himself to Mikel Arteta, saying that it's not only Leno the good player. Leno's not the only good player; it's also Martinez as well. And yeah, he is kind of showing himself.
Yeah, that's good. I want to hear your goalkeeper. I think it's pretty obvious, but yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be normally the Danish goalkeeper, Kasper Schmeichel. He's a world-class goalkeeper for me. I do think if you guys go against him in penalties, you're going to have one of the best penalties in the world. But I do think, yeah, Kasper Schmeichel, he's got amazing reflexes. Some of his dives are amazing as well. And I do think, yeah, I'm pretty happy with him in goal. I just think his mistakes, he does make quite a few mistakes. He has let in quite a few goals because of his mistakes with the passes. He makes short passes, and that's where Aubameyang, Lacazette could probably get you. I don't know if they're going to be playing in that game, but yeah, I do think it's going to be interesting.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the back three. So you said Leicester will probably go for a back three as well, but I'll tell you I predicted Arsenal, and I think at this back three we played against Wolves, and it worked really well to be honest. And it's going to be Mustafi on the right hand side of the defense, with David Luiz in the middle and Kolasinac on the left sided centre back. What I'll say about Kolasinac, he's played really well actually on the left sided centre back. You know, you wouldn't associate him with being the out and out centre back, which really worked, especially against the likes of Wolves. And David Luiz, he put in a solid performance again against Wolves, and I'm very impressed with him. And Mustafi, you know, he's sticking away. He's doing what he has to do, all the dirty work. You know, he's not doing big things like David Luiz playing big balls over the top. But I think what Mustafi's doing in this team is very, very good. I want to get your opinions on that.
I think I don't. Mustafi is known to make quite a few mistakes, but I do think he is slightly I don't know how to say it, but yeah, he is just really. I think he's a very underrated centre back. He is going to be making those slide tackles into Jamie Vardy and Nacho kind of thing. But yeah, big player is Kolasinac in that game for me. He's very physical, and going against a team like Leicester, I can't say physicality is the biggest thing at Leicester City. And yeah, they could cause quite a few problems to Jamie Vardy, and actually kind of Madison as well.
Okay, let's hear Leicester's back three.
I've gone
Predicted.
for yes, it's going to be strong lineup. It's going to be Ryan Bennett in that left centre back kind of position. He played very well in that Crystal Palace game, and he probably will win that spot in Brendan Rodgers'
Who?
lineup. Then we'll see the normal
Who's
Johnny
this guy?
Evans. I think Ryan Bennett. He's on loan from Wolves. He's a very good defender.
Yeah,
Um,
never really
I
heard of
just
the guy,
well,
but
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he played I think some of the opening matches for Wolves this season, but in centre back is going to be Johnny Evans. In that kind of middle kind of position, he's so strong with the ball. He's probably one of the best defenders Leicester City's had. I just can't get over how good he is. And then Suyuncu, normally he's going to be causing big problems for Aubameyang with his pace. He's very smart with the ball and he's very physical in looking at him. So yeah, I think that three at the back is strong lineup. I don't know what your thoughts on that is.
I agree, like to Johnny Evans. I believe he came from West Brom when they got relegated. He had that 2 million release clause. Personally, I wanted Johnny Evans at Arsenal because they were one of the clubs linked, if you remember. But obviously, he went to Leicester and he's done very, very well, to be honest. And against Soyuncu, I knew from the start when no one knew him, I had a feeling he'd be big, and he is big. And I think he's a very good defender. And that's my thoughts on Leicester. So we're gonna get straight into the four in midfield. So like the four in front of the three. So for Arsenal, I'm gonna go with Maitland-Niles on the right hand side, Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka in the two midfield roles, and Kieran Tierney on the left hand side. The reason I'm going to take Cedric, because Cedric started against Wolves, I'm going to take him out the side because I thought Cedric was a bit poor in the first half. He didn't do much. Maitland-Niles did come on against Wolves, not for Cedric, but he came on for Tierney and left wing back. But I think Niles' defending is really good, and I think, especially against a team like Leicester, who again, like Wolves, have a lot of pace and doggedness about them sometimes. So I think Niles can do a really good job, especially in that right wing back role where he is more comfortable than left wing back. So which is why I'm going to go Maitland Niles and Xhaka and Ceballos. You can't separate these guys. These two players have been exceptional over the last two games. I would hear your thoughts about this in a minute. Again, Kieran Tierney, he is a future captain. He's probably in 1 or 2 years he can be one of the best left backs in the world because he is showing such traits. He's showing such maturity, and I want to hear your thoughts about that four in field.
Well, first one that you said is Maitland-Niles. He has a lot of history against Leicester City. He got that red card, didn't he? At Leicester, I think at home. But yeah, he's going to be a very attacking player. I think he does need to bring on his pace. Going against the Leicester side, who aren't the best at counter-attacks, defending counter-attacks. Midfield though, Ceballos, he's looking very fresh. I'm not too sure about Xhaka. Not really the fan favourite for me. And then in that left kind of thing is Tierney. We both been he's been linked to Leicester. A lot of history going along with Brendan Rodgers and Tierney, and he could be a future Leicester City player. Looking at him,
Forget about him.
yeah, he's gonna be interesting
Forget
to
about
watch.
him.
He's very attacking. He's got also that defensive kind of tone to him as well. But I do think it's a
Very
very attacking
smart.
team, very nice team, and I do think Tierney might be looking at a future Leicester City player.
Forget about it. Okay, I want to hear Leicester's four in midfield, as with the wing backs in the midfield, because you've done a 3-4-1-2. So I want to hear your four.
So I've actually decided to change my lineup from what I actually predicted for my match preview. I said Ben Chilwell would go into the left, but I do think it is going to be Harvey Barnes in that kind of left mid kind of position. Just because Ben Chilwell had a small knock in that game. Also, he was looking quite fresh, but I do
Yes,
think
you'd play him
Harvey
at wing
Barnes.
back. You'd play
Uh,
Barnes.
we we would play with a left kind of mid, kind of left wing back kind of thing.
Mhm.
Because Harvey Barnes, he came onto that game. He
Yeah.
played in Chilwell's position, I kind of think, and he did play
That could
very
be
well
that
in
could be
that
a
game.
target place. That could be a real
Yeah,
target place.
and Harvey Barnes, he's very pacey. Like we saw against him. We saw some of the best games from him in that Villa game. He's so smart with the ball, and he's got a good partnership with Harvey Barnes. Jamie Vardy. He's very good. And then into the midfield, though, it's going to be, as I said, it's going to have one centre defensive mid, which is going to be Wilfred Ndidi. He is a strong player for Leicester. And then in the midfield, it's two centre mids, kind of thing. Is going to be Tielemans and Maddison. And then in that right mid, we will be seeing Mark Albrighton come on. He played very well in that game against Crystal Palace. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the midfield.
Okay, I've got nothing to add there. Maybe looking at the left hand side, if Barnes going to play more forward, then I think we've got a real chance down the right hand side with our front three, which I'll be going on to right now. Are you still sticking with the 1 and 2?
Wait, what was that?
For the front line, are you going with a one in the cam and then two in the striker?
No, I'm just gonna say two strikers.
Okay, fine. So Arsenal's front three, I'm gonna go with. First of all, on the left hand side, I'm gonna go with Bukayo Saka, Again, he signed a long-term contract with Arsenal, and he showed it. He showed his worth with an opener, brilliant volley against Wolves. So he looks so good, Bukayo Saka. He looks years ahead of his age, and he could be a real world-class player. Along with the likes of Jadon Sancho, he can be that good. I know he can be, and I've seen a lot of him. And especially since the years he joined the club, we really need to keep hold of him, and we have signed that new contract. And I just want to keep seeing him in the side. And down that right hand side of the three, I'm going to go Nicola Pepe. He obviously didn't play against Wolves because he had a baby, I think. So he didn't play in that game for personal reasons, which is all right. We didn't miss Pepe, but I think we need him in the side, especially that because you playing with the because Pepe's got a lot of pace, and especially when you're playing with an inexperienced Bennett and you're playing with a Barnes who's going to be playing more forward, that'll be a real place for us to exploit. And with Nicola Pepe, with the pace he has, and Maitland-Niles hopefully overlapping him, it will be a very good place for us to attack. And down the middle, I'm going to go Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Obviously, Vardy is 2 goals ahead of him in the Golden Boot race, so hopefully he's determined to get the 2 goals in this Leicester game and stop Vardy from scoring. So we can be level on goals again. But that is my front three with Pepe, Oba, and Saka. I want to hear your front line.
I think obviously if Chilwell is okay, he'll probably be making that kind of appearance instead of Barnes, just because he got a little knock in that game. But yeah, I do think it's going to be interesting, that kind of team. Bamiyang, he's going to be very attacking. Saka, he's looking very interesting. But for me, I think with Saka, he can get taken off the ball very easily. Just because of his physicality, I just think going against a team like Leicester, yeah, he's going to need to be careful, and Didi will be watching out for him. And yeah, I do think it's going to be a big game. It's going to probably be Soyuncu against Aubameyang, both very pacey players. And as you think, yeah, Aubameyang, he's going to be a huge threat. He'll be going against a fellow participant for that Golden Boot thing. And who were you saying your striker was?
What do you say?
Who do you say your striker was?
I went with the front three of Pepe, Oba, and Saka.
Oh yeah, he said Pepe. Yeah, he's at added pace. He's very good with the ball. I just don't think he was worth that 80 million, but we won't go into that. He's skillful, and yeah, it's a very pacey team. Now that's what Leicester really need to look out for. I think if we push two up, we'll probably see a good counter attack coming from Pepe and Aubameyang, and that could be very fatal for the Leicester City side.
Yeah, so what did you go for your front two? Was it Vardy and Iheanacho, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be Vardy and Iheanacho just because they got a good partnership. Iheanacho looks like he's in form. Vardy looks like he's in very good form now, hopefully. And I do think, yeah, it's very pacey. I think Leicester really need to get you guys on the pace. Again, David Luiz, Mustafi, Kolasinac, not the paciest players, and if they make these mistakes, I'm sure Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy will take advantage.
Yeah, so just to clear up the lineup, I'm going to go over 3-4-3 and Martinez in goal. Kolasinac, Luiz, Mustafi. In the four, it's going to be Tierney, Xhaka, Ceballos, and Maitland-Niles. And up front, as the three, is going to be Saka, Aubameyang, and Pepe. NANDEZ, can you just clear up your lineup as well?
In goals, Casper Michael. Three centre halves is going to be Ryan Bennett, Soyuncu, Evans. In left mid, it's going to either be Chilwell or Harvey Barnes. I'm not too sure. Two midfielders are going to be Maddison and Tielemans. CDM is Ndidi. In that right mid, it is going to be Albright, and then two forwards are going to be Iheanacho and Vardy.
Okay, so that is it for the predicted lineup. Now, obviously, this next bit we're gonna have differing opinions, but it's gonna be the predicted score. Now, for me, it has to be an Arsenal win. But again, I do expect Leicester to cause a lot of problems, but I think Arsenal will be brutal on the counter attack, which is why I am going to give Arsenal a 3-1 win in this one. Now I want to hear Nandez's prediction.
For me, I feel like after that Crystal Palace game, we look very good, and with an added Maddison, he is one of the fundamental players in the team, and I do think I'm going to give it a win to Leicester City. It's going to be a big win. We beat you at home. We were looking a lot better than you in form, but I do think, yeah, Arsenal, they do look strong. It's going to be close, but I'm going to give it a late goal from Leicester City. It's going to be a 1-0 win for Leicester.
1-0 win for Leicester. Okay, so that is the predicted lineup, the match preview, and the predicted score. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share the content. If you want to see this guy back on our channel for future previews, please let us know. His channel link will be in the description box below. There's some different content as well, starting to do some tier lists, I don't know what. So please go subscribe to him. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.